Have you ever dealt with like burnout as an entrepreneur or a business owner, like insurance agent? It doesn't matter what you want to call yourself. It's like every time I try to work, it feels bad. Like I don't want to do it because of that. Let me show you something that over the last week or so I've come to reframe and how I've completely got rid of the idea of burnout because it's actually the thing that should make you feel good. If if you notice other people, how do they choose to spend their time? Because this will tell you a lot if you understand this. And I wish I would have understood this earlier, but I'm glad I'm learning it now. You can't teach someone who isn't already willing to learn. They'll typically get mad at you for it. But it's like over the last week, I've had to make some serious pivots in one of the offers that I've pretty much been forced to launch. It's like these people are coming into my programs, they're learning to sell and learning to get in front of people. But it's like, how do they automate the boring shit? And it's like, this is what I have to do. And the building out of all these programs, I've rebuilt my coaching program more times than I care to admit. But it's the act of chiseling away the shit that is not. Okay, it's like Michelangelo, how he used to do sculptures. Like, how do you build this beautiful art? It's like easy. I simply remove everything that is not them. Now the thing is, you might have to build 3 or 9 marble statues and keep removing the stuff to finally get to a really good iteration. Typically, you'll find something good by the 3rd iteration. So it's like, hurry up and get to that. But that right there is the real beauty. It is the act of doing the thing. It is building the smaller part of the larger whole. Let me break this down in a different way for you because this has been extremely helpful for me. It's like if you're going to do work and it's like, this is hard, right? This doesn't feel good. That's good. That's a sign you are on the right path, my friend. Look at how other people spend their time. They treat weekends like some sort of celebratory event away from the misery of the week, where they spent all of their time trading that for money. The beauty of us entrepreneurs is, yeah, a lot of us in the early stages, we are still trading time for money, but at least we get a lot more money back for our time. I will say that. I will brag on us for that right there. We were smart enough not to stay in a place that was literally just fucking siphoning our life force, time. Like over time, all things will decay. And maybe building all these like programs and writing these books, building this shit out is my attempt to cheat my inevitable death. My attempt to keep my ideas and my essence alive forever. I think it's fun. I think it's cool. I think it's worth doing. And that's really all that matters to me when it comes to that specific belief that I like to hold. But that's how most people spend their time is they trade it for a little bit of someone else's money. And they'll go use gotta pay my rent. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's the psychology that is keeping them down because every time they attempt to do something hard, it feels good. If like it feels bad, so like they're like, oh, this fucking sucks. I can't wait till the weekend to go get drunk and try to pick up a hoe. Like, oh god, I can't wait till then. I gotta like release. I gotta do something. That's how most people live. And if you do what most people do, you will have what most people have, which is misery. It's nothing. Nothing worth bragging for. And I used to think burnout was a real thing. It's like, I've done a lot of fucking work today. But it's the building of the focus muscle. That's all it is. I'll get into a really good state for a couple hours and it's like, fuck, dude. Like, I don't want to do this anymore, man. Like, come on. There's other shit going on out there. That belief right there, the other shit going on, like, I got to go do all this. That's going to keep you held back. This thing, like, where you're feeling like resistance or feeling bad, feeling the adversity coming in, those are just chemicals from the brain. Like, hey, you are on the right path. If you do what is hard right now, it will be easy on the other side. And that's so beautiful. That's how the world works. There is no good without bad. There was no easy without hard. But look how most people spend their time. They do what's easy right now. And they wonder why they keep feeling so fucking bad later, dude. It blows my mind. It blows my mind that they fail to acknowledge this. Because they're unwilling to learn. It's their psychology. It's their belief. The belief governs the activity. The belief governs the thing. It is the worldview. I want you to understand how your brain actually works. Because then you can feed it different programming. You can rewire it. Nerves that fire together, wire together. Okay? These whole people, like all these motherfuckers over here doing what's easy right now, getting plastered drunk on the weekend, staying up super fucking late playing Call of Duty. Yeah, I got 30 kills. Oh. He's over here. Kill him. That's peasantry. Now, I won't lie. The peasantry is fucking fun. Until you realize what it cost you on the back end. Like, it's not worth it. It's not helping me get to where I want to go. The thing is, you think it takes a year to make changes. You think it takes 5 years. Like, it takes time to make changes. Change is instantaneous. Change is as simple as a decision. That's it. That is it. It becomes a belief that governs your activity. If you truly know and believe deep down you are not a smoker, like, you're going to quit. You're just going to stop doing it. You're not going to say, "Oh, I'm trying to quit smoking." No, we're not delaying. We're not stretching the time out. Now you pivot. You shift instantaneously. And I can't believe I never noticed this until now. Even with my neurolinguistic programming class I went to, one of the things they teach, it's so beautiful now that I understand it because I've experienced it. I see it in a different way. I feel it. It's the law of requisite variety. The person or the system with the most degree of flexibility in terms of behavior will control the system. If you look at like the evolutionary quote, the strong survive. No. It's the most adaptable. It's the most flexible. Like, meaning as soon as you come into a new problem, you embrace it. You make it a part of you rather than trying to fight it. You let it grow within you rather than you growing within it. This is the world of paradoxes we live in. Like, does this not blow your mind? How crazy is that? All that stuff you feel, you were supposed to feel. This is not supposed to be. It's no different than going to the gym. The first day, you're like, all these people are looking at me. What if I fail a workout? You get in your own head. It's the thinking that fucks you over. It's the thinking, by my definition, is the act of like defining and limiting. You put borders and parameters around something. You specify, you categorize to save mental bandwidth. That's how the brain works. That's why we use words. But this whole thing of just being flexible, like, you have to be able to shift on a dime. Like, pivot instantly. It's like, fuck, I wish I was more willing to learn this early on. But these are the life lessons worth passing on. These are the business lessons worth passing on. It's that flexibility. Being able to say no to everything that does not put you closer or in alignment with your goal, and saying yes, come on in, to everything that will get you closer to your goal. All this shit you feel is building you up as it's changing your neurology. It's changing how you think. It's changing what you do. Myron Golden has a quote that I love. He says, "Your work will work on you until it works for you." How beautiful is that? Everyone likes to throw around these quotes, but like we never take the time to actually appreciate the fucking lesson, the paradigm shift that is in this little sentence. I'll say it one more time. Your work will work on you until it works for you. It's that whole iron sharpens iron thing. You will keep sharpening the iron until it is ready to cut down the tree. Like the axe. I can't remember was it Abe Lincoln or whoever? It's like, if you only had 5 hours to cut down a tree, I'd spend the first 3 to 4 hours sharpening the axe. And then I'd go cut it. It's so beautiful. And things like this get lost in translation because people don't take the time to actually experience the lesson that it's trying to get you, like, it's trying to get you to focus. And that act of narrowing down, that is a muscle that you build. So yes, it feels uncomfortable now, but eventually it will become normal. And you can focus for longer periods of time, and you can focus more narrower. Like you can get in the fucking nitty gritty of things. And those little nitty gritty of things are where you find that 1% change. The 1% change over here, the 2% change over here, the 1.5% change over here. And those things compound. And it's like, this is the whole concept of people talking about 10 years of doing this, and then you're an overnight millionaire. It's the instantaneous change. Eventually, everything hits that breaking point. It's kind of like when a dirt bike, what is it called? Not the Power Stroke. What the fuck is it called? Oh my God. I've got to look it up right now. Holy shit. Is it with a 2-stroke dirt bike? Oh, come on. Where is it at? All right, we're not going to waste any more time. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've rode a fucking dirt bike. But it's like, once it hits that fucking breaking point, it sounds like a bat out of hell. A bunch of bumblebees pissed off. And when it gets easy is when you go hard. You go all in. I've gotten more quality, focused work done, I'd say in the last week than I have in the last year. And that's saying something. Because now I am more capable of a person. My work has worked on me until it works for me. And it's so cool to like consciously recognize that, like, damn, all that pain you have felt of getting fraudulent chargebacks, getting payment processors shut down because people fucking lie. It's like all this shit you've dealt with, all the pain you have felt, even if it wasn't physical. It's like, this is what it was trying to do for you. It was trying to shape you. How beautiful is that? Life is the greatest teacher. And you don't have to look too far to find its lessons. So I just wanted to share that with you. I hope it helps. I hope it helps you reframe this idea of burnout or like, I don't want to do like it. That is the reward. Feeling that. Because eventually it will start to feel normal and then good. And then you become unstoppable. So, if you like this video, I hope I earned your subscription, my fellow friend in prosperity. But if you want to see more videos like this, or like give me some of the beliefs you struggle with, and I'll see if it's one that I've reframed or something like that, and I'll make a whole new video just for you. So comment that down below, because I want to over deliver. This channel has continually got more and more fun. It started out just to recruit, and now it has turned into, it has blossomed into something that's been extremely amazing. It's extremely rewarding to make these, like, I love doing this. I love it. I used to hate it. I used to hate how I sounded, the accent that I had. If you go look at my old YouTube videos, they fucking sucked. But Mason back then didn't know what Mason knows now. That's another huge thing. Is like we are constantly redefining the past by our current perception. But that's a video for another day. So I hope you got some enjoyment out of this, and maybe it helps you hunker down and focus. So love you all. Keep being awesome. If you want to join the Running Buddies Academy newsletter, I will send you mathematics language patterns that help you do whatever you want, really. Being persuasive, like the thing we use the most, the tool we use the most in our world is our mouth to speak. You might as well get fucking good with it. Get great with it. So go to runningbuddiesacademy.com, opt into the free mathematics newsletter. I'll send you a language pattern every Thursday, and it will change the way you speak and understand on a whole new level. You'll be able to read between the lines. You'll be able to speak womanese. You'll actually know what a woman's saying to you, and she's, I can't believe you would fucking say that to me, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, oh, you want some dick. Girls aren't going to put that much energy into a guy she doesn't want to just ravage her. But what do I know? What do I possibly know about dating? So love you all. Keep being awesome. Click the link below to subscribe to the newsletter. Subscribe to the damn channel. It's like 90% of you watching this aren't subscribed. We got to get that down to at least 69. You know why? Duh. So I will see you on the next one, my friend. Go scavenge my channel and see if there's anything else that'll help you. I'm sure there's plenty.